welcome back to another Prairie Sunset Ranch Farm vlog. This guy's Aaron, and thank you for tuning in, my friends. The weather is quite nice out. It's probably like -12 out or so, maybe -14 Celsius. It's pretty nice. It's supposed to get to +6 later this week. I hope it doesn't. This is probably perfect weather for calving. It's still frozen up and clean enough to have a calf, and it won't freeze if it's born out at pasture. But with that said, we have a few new arrivals on the farm, so I'm gonna go show you the first few calves here on Prairie Sunset Ranch, see how they're doing. We're also gonna go grab some alfalfa pellets for the calf feedlot. The calves are probably waiting for me as they were almost done their hay yesterday. However, I know that there was about 2-3 feet at the bottom. Under the coarse stuff or leftovers, there's some nice hay. So I moved all the feeders and I fluffed it up and moved all the hay around, and then I let them out to eat it all of last night. So I'm gonna imagine there's gonna be nothing left there for this morning, but just a pile of bedding for them to lay on. So let's go give them some pellets. Let's go give them some hay. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the alfalfa pellets quality, what we're looking for, why we feed it. All right, we have our first calving emergency of the year. Got my sleigh. Just went and checked on that girl that was in labor last night. She had two big calves. I pulled the membrane from their faces, but I don't know if I was early enough. 10 minutes too late. We're gonna go see what we can do, so let's get going. Got a blanket, we got a warm bottle of colostrum. It's not really in a cold emergency. The one calf seemed a little cool. That would probably been the first one born. The second one's warm. He had a little bit of a sucking drive, but that was about 10 minutes ago, 8 minutes ago. Let's hope for the best. If you like these Prairie Sunset Ranch Farm videos, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this video on any of your social media platforms. Thank you very much. Let's get back to work. Now all we're gonna try to do here is, I don't know, the one didn't look too hopeful. The last one born seems like it's gone up home. We're gonna try to see how it reacts to a bottle, if it has any sucking drive. If not, we're gonna load them both on to the sleigh, drag them home, warm them up, and work them like we normally do. But that's all you can do. Calving is just unpredictable. We don't have many twins on this farm, but these are a couple big twins. So that's where the problem comes in. I don't know, guys, this one's done, I think. Ay, ay, ay. Don't think there's any hope here. All right, well, rough start to my morning. We had a cow in labor last night. I've been keeping an eye on her. She's one of our veteran cows. We usually don't worry about her calving, but checked on her last night. She's out at the feeder, so all was good. Anyways, this is the ultimate outcome. Lost 2 calves, twins, big twins. And they both had membranes on them. This one had a full membrane on it. The second one had membrane over its head. I ripped it. This one was chilly already. This one was a little bit warm. It had a little bit of sucking drive. So I immediately just ripped the membranes off, ran, got the sleigh, blanket, and dragged them immediately home. This is all probably within, I don't know, 10 minutes. Got them in the house, rubbed them all down with a towel, and wanted to see if they could get sucking drive. I was going to get my tube ready to tube feed them, but there was no point. There was no sign of life. Typically, when we can bring them back. Good chances you can bring them back if they do have a sign of life, but they got to be picking their head up a little bit or making a noise. You know, these guys were a little bit too late. I think they're probably 5 minutes too late, if that. So it's just a shitty day when that happens, especially on a small cattle ranch. When you lose 2 calves like that, that's a tough Let me know, how do you deal with twin calves when you have scenarios like this or calving emergencies? Basically, we like to bring in dry, warm up, dry up, try to tube. That's all you can do, typically. Stimulate them, rubbing their core with a nice scent-free. These are no bounce sheets or anything used in them, so they're, you know, they're essentially scent-free. Well, let's go check on mama cow. Make sure there's no more other shenanigans taking place. But heck of a shitty morning. I hate these mornings that start off like this. It sucks. I'm still surprised she had twins, and that's the mother cow. She's a nice girl. She's never caused us problems before. She looks like she's okay. She's out already. And make sure I didn't miss any other calves at the back. Well, let me know, where are you and how is your calving season going so far, if you are calving out, or if not, when are you expected to start calving out? Thank you. We'll start up the old John Deere. Beauty. So we're gonna go grab some alfalfa pellets in the other yard, and we're gonna feed up the calves some pellets, lock them out, and we're gonna feed up some bales. Now the reason I like feeding these alfalfa pellets, number one, it's fairly natural. I believe it's very healthy. It's a healthy source of energy for the calves. You know, when you're talking alfalfa, I think when given in certain circumstances, it can't be beaten. You know, there's probably better feeds to fatten up a cow or a calf faster, like corn or something like that. But we like to, you know, we sell grass-fed beef here, so we got to stick true to the roots. You know, we do feed a little bit of oats to the calves when we're training them, but all in all, they're going to be picking up all their weight on pasture and from alfalfa and alfalfa grass hay and alfalfa pellets. So that's kind of how we do it. Now, when we're looking at these alfalfa pellets, I'm going to talk a little bit about their nutritional facts. Now, we really like these alfalfa pellets. Essentially, they are a good option for us for getting energy into the cow, especially the calves. It'd be great for the cows too, but we only use them primarily for the calves. Now, we're going to be looking at around 17 to 18% crude protein with these alfalfa pellets, and you're looking at about a 60%, so 60 TDN, which is good. Now, when you're talking about feeds such as alfalfa pellets or whatever the feed may be, when you're looking at the values, you're going to be looking at the TDN is quite important. It basically dictates what quality that feed is. So if you're in the 40 to mid 40 range, you're looking at a lower quality feed. Once you get from, like, you know, 45 to, let's say, 53% roughly, it's probably mid quality, medium quality feed. And then once you get above that 58%, 58 and up, you're looking at a good quality feed. You know, that's the kind of feed you want, you know, high energy, etc. So that's kind of what we look for. That's putting it in simple terms. We're not going to go all over the feed values of these feed pellets. I've done that in prior videos, but that's kind of what we're looking for. That kind of quickly gives you a super quick glance as to what to look for with the feed. But so with those kind of numbers, they're not going to hammer on a ton of weight because we're not feeding them a ton. We're rationing a couple pounds a day per head. So with that, they're going to gain nice and slow, just like we like them to naturally kind of gain size. Well, let's get these alfalfa pellets loaded up and let's get headed out. One complaint I have about these pellets is them keeping pellet form. We find they get broken up pretty easy. You got to be careful with them, and you got to store them properly. That's really important. If they get wet or they're mishandled roughly, they do break up, and that kind of pisses a guy off. So bear that in mind. We just have an old gravity bin we use for them. So nothing fancy, under shelter, so it doesn't get wet. If they get wet, forget it. Might as well go toss it out. We arrived at our destination. Calves are waiting, so we better get at her. So, as you can see, there's no hay left. There was big piles here. I lifted the feeders last night, just before dark, and they cleaned up every morsel. So I don't even have to bed today, so works good. But they're protesting, so I better get at her. Well, they're all eating, and we gotta get feeding. So I think I'm gonna yank bales from this west side here. These look like they're good. Yeah, these are good to go. So I'm gonna go open this gate. I'm gonna come in, and we'll just start loading these up, I guess. Like this one's a nice one. See, they're nipping at it already. That'll be good. Yeah, this is a good bale. You can tell it's nice field hay. Yeah, these all look like they're the same too, so this should work out. Yeah, this will work. Let me know in the comment box below, what type of feed do you feed your calves or your cattle, and what's the TDN of it? Kind of curious to see what corn TDN is. I don't feed corn here, so I don't know. But let me know in the comment box below if you have any idea. I know we're sitting at 17–18% protein with these pellets, and I think it's 60 TDN, so it's a good feed. Don't ask me what this hay is. I never got this one tested. Well, now's the fun part. Cut these bloody twines. Calves are fed up with some nice bales. We dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bales. They're topped up with alfalfa. So time to move on to the next task. First, so let's let these guys out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Huh, let's go take a look at those new calves. I was going to show you, they're all moving around because it's nice out today, so let's let's go take a peek at them. I'm very happy with the first few calves we got there. There's one was about 74 pounds, 78, and one 80 pound bull calf. And they're all really nice. They're born super quick, no problems. They hit the ground running. You know, they were, their mothers are fantastic, so we really don't have any worries with them. Let's go check out these little nose lickers. They're just up over here, I think. So I think this is one of the, either the heifer or the bull calf. I'm not sure which one. This looks like a bull calf. They almost are twins, the heifer and the bull calf. The bull calf's a little bigger though. Oh, that's my little that's a little heifer calf. Good mom. Amazing calf. Tagged, ready to go. There's a big bugger, little black guy. He was a handful to tag and ring. We got him wrong. You can tell he's a runner. This one's like Ben Johnson. Look at that. Little bugger. And there's our little bull calf. Mommy's angry. Protective mama. Hi. She's nice though. Hey, little nose licker. You're just moving your post. But yeah, nice calf crop. The calves aren't monsters, that's for sure. Calves are far from monsters, but that's good. They're healthy. They're very healthy size. When they're born that size, they're quite vigorous upon birth, typically. The black one is pretty big, but the other two are fairly small. So let's just hope it continues on this way. But hell of a good start. We have the area set up. These girls got booted out to the next calving area. So once they calve, they get sent out to this area with the calves. Calves have access 24/7 to this shed. And nothing fancy. We keep the bedding fresh. This is actually just like canary reed bedding type deal. Got our dimaceous earth. And we got a little bit of oats with molasses in it. The combination of both were great. Dimaceous earth keeps the bacteria and parasites down in the calves, so it prevents scours. We have very limited cases of scours, if any at all. And the molasses and oats encourages the calves to start pecking and eating. The molasses is really sweet smelling, so they are very curious. They start nibbling, then they start to pick up a taste for it, and then they go to town. So in about a month, I'll probably be filling that up twice a day. That's all we do. Calves usually grow fantastic. A little bit of extra energy, takes a little bit of stress off the mom. It's a win-win situation. All right, just broke up a bale for the main cattle herd here. We're going to take a peek, see if there's anything that's gonna get close to calving here again. The few that we think are gonna calve really soon, they're in the front already, and the rest have calved already. But there's always a few new ones to pop up, so let's take a quick peek. So looking for any signs of a cow that might be getting ready to calve. Milk bag filling out, floppy from behind, you know, the basic signs. There shouldn't be many. We just brought a few in, so I don't think we're gonna find anything, but I'm more concerned about these medium-sized Red Angus, because they just literally, boom, bag up and they calve within days. It's unbelievable. It wouldn't be the end of the world if it was out here though. It's pretty warm. If they go to where we bedded down, they'd be just fine. If you're calving out, especially like this year hasn't been too bad. It's been nicer than it's been cold, but on a regular year, it's not like this. Typically you gotta just be on it, but we have a little bit of leeway this year for sure. This one. I don't want to bend over here. Watch out. Jeez. There's 2 so far. Well, we just got those 2 younger red Angus. They look like they could calve in the next couple weeks. I don't think they're gonna calve like today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to get them in, maybe even today if I can catch them at the water bowl. But there's only 2, so that's not bad. We have the other few locked up in the front already. I think there's another 5 locked up, and then we let a few out already that have calved. So right on, we're gonna continue on with our day. On to the next adventure. Holy, there's Dumb and Dumber going for a prance. All right, so I'm gonna take them this wild bale. This is kind of a poor bale, but they can pick through it. That last bale I got them is pretty rich, and there's a lot of good feed in it, so I don't want them all bloated and puffed out, especially some of them are getting close to calving. So we're gonna give them this, and this will kind of counterbalance all that good stuff they're having. They'll eat that good bale, and then they'll peck at this probably over the night, and then whatever's left, they'll just kind of rummage through it or lay in it, whatever it may be. It doesn't matter at that point. So, well, got most of the bedding dropped. I'm just gonna go spread the rest of the bedding with the pitchfork. Need lots of dry bedding, a couple calves. I think there's gonna be a new calf tomorrow, so I'll check on them late tonight before bed. I'll check on them again today, obviously before dark. Hopefully, much like this snow, I am done. I am throwing in the towel. This is Aaron signing off. We will catch you next time with an all new Prairie Sunset Ranch Farm vlog. Take her easy, folks. Catch you soon. Stay warm.
Taking shots at the enemy, I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything.